Hello everyone and welcome to episode 28 of the ECW Revival series here on the channel using TEW 2020 as it is another episode of your ScyberSlam. We're at the fallout of Anarchy Rules and we got a lot cooking up on this show. Before we get to the actual show though, of course, we have a couple of pre-show matches to go through. As the first one, Karma beating Billy Kay with a flying splash at 5:08. So I got a 25. And great. As the next one's Devitt and Phoenix, which would be pretty awesome, as Prince Devitt gets the win in 10:03, as he gets 51, 30 for Phoenix. Yeah, Devitt killing it. Good stuff. That probably could have been like an opener of the CyberSlam, eventually at some point, I'm sure. As in the actual, intro for the show, CyberSlam intro, we have a in-ring promo CM Punk, as he's just like, what's next for me, huh? Is Heyman gonna come out here and have five guys come out and try to beat me up? Is someone from the back, some asshat from the back, gonna come out here and challenge me for the belt? Is someone gonna jump the rail over here behind me, beat me up, and try to take my belt? I don't know. I know this much. I'm the best in the world. I will be the ECW Heavyweight Champion for a long, long time, and there's no one in this building that can stop me. But he does have a challenger, and it's Out Comes Kenta. The trilogy is on. Here's a man who's beaten Punk before. He's beaten him when no one expected him to win. Even though Punk had just beaten him at the past CyberSlam 2 months ago, during the heavyweight tournament, Kenta's come out here to challenge him. Says he's beaten him before and he's going to beat him again. And he's going to prove that he's the best in the world, that his go to sleep is more superior, it's the best, and he's going to beat him for the ECW heavyweight title. He's going to be a double champion. So the network champion versus the heavyweight champion. GTS versus GTS. The trilogy is on, as the show name is Punk versus Kenta 3. Obviously, we didn't want to do Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat when we're not going to have Brock. That would kind of make no sense. So we went with kind of a MMA type of feel of an event show name. I think that's pretty fun. As far as Punk versus Kenta 3 makes sense. It's very much kind of harkens back to, I remember Joe and Punk, that was, they did the show names, where it was Punk and Joe 2, and, stuff like that. I just thought that was just kind of makes it more like a legitimate contest, makes it feel like it's like an MMA or boxing bout. So I think it's a fun change of name, as far as, we had to change it. I felt like it was a pretty good idea. Then got a 69 to the segment there. So that should be pretty fun. So we got our main event set as Punk versus Kenta. As the opener is Rhino versus Yoshi Tajiri, two former ECW originals battling it out, as Rhino gets the win with the pile driver in 10:07. So that gets a 44. The 78 as for this segment, as we have a backstage promo just as far as with the Shield, with their kind of harkening back to Paul Heyman lets us run wild. He's letting us do whatever we want in ECW. We're making it official. The Shield are tag champs under Freebird rules. And tonight, it's going to be Roman and Seth taking on the Kings of Wrestling. The Kings of Wrestling lost their belts in a three-way tag match. It wasn't a straight-up 2v2. So they are invoking their rematch clause in their contract. So we're going to have Roman and Seth versus Hero and Claudio. That should be quite the fun match as well. So that's just a little segment of just harkening up to the Freebird rules and the Shield. They're kind of being able to run rampant all through ECW. That's a pretty good segment there. Pretty good segment. As in, there's the graphic for the main event. There we go. As the next matchup, it's Rob Van Dam and MVP. Pretty good match here. It's in just under 12 minutes, 11:59 to be exact. RVD gets the win with the 5-star frog splash over MVP. As that's a pretty fun match here. This would be like a fun you know, as far as like, you could kind of have this match anywhere. You know, you could have it in WWE, you could have it here in this revival of ECW, you could have it even in Japan if you wanted to. There's just a lot of different aspects to this that'd be really fun. Obviously, two great kind of like mid card, two great Intercontinental champions in their own right here. You know, they got the first ever IWGP Intercontinental champion, MVP, and obviously Rob was a tremendous Intercontinental champion. So just a lot of fun type of variables there. They had the 6-man as far as MVP's most violent players, and then Rob with Ricochet and Rich Swann. Just felt like it made sense to have a singles match between the two. And it did pretty good, 68, not bad. As the main event, as Hero gets hurt, but the Shield make their first defense as Roman hits a spear on Hero. As everybody did really well, but Hero, as Chris did a 53. He had two crazy matches in quick succession. Wasn't a great idea, but that's okay. As both Roman and Cesaro's gimmicks are getting stale. As Seth and Roman have great chemistry as well, so that helps them out well. Pretty good match. Pretty good main event. As it sucks that Hero got hurt. Hopefully he'll be okay in the future. But yeah, I mean, pretty good show, I must say. As you know, we have Punk and Kenta set up. Shield are tag champs in the Freebird rules. We had some pretty good matches. Obviously, the Rhino to Jerry match kind of stunk, but compared to everything else. But yeah, there's still some pretty good stuff in there. You know, Rob and MVP probably could have been the main event. Obviously, with what was going on, as far as we probably should have put something between Van Dam and MVP and the Shield and Gangs of Wrestling. I guess we could have put the graphic there, you know, in between it, but I just felt like it would have made no sense. I just figured to air the graphic after the match gets announced happening. I mean, yeah, I think you know, increased our pop in 17 regions. Can't really go wrong with that show. It's pretty fun. Thank you all for watching, as I know that was a quick one. We didn't really have a lot to go through. There wasn't really a lot of crazy, you know, things to happen as far as like long-winded promos or anything like that. Everything was pretty straightforward. As yeah, it was, you know, pretty good SummerSlam though. As we will catch you guys next time for more ECW 2014 Revival as in TEW 2020. Take care, everyone.